He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Army's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's look at the big picture for Army. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To the air, it's McCown. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Miles. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He gets it away from his own end zone. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Landry. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Black Knights trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Got his man on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's first and 10 from the 38. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
And the Broncos need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here's the give off the left side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll...
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field, stretch it vertically, and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Makes the grab past the marker. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, look.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The lone back's got it. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Using his legs, it's Miles. The Broncos get enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's McCown. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted to stop the threat.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The Black Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Black Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. Makes the catch. It's Ware. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to pass, it's McCown. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. grab behind the line. It's Thompson. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He's bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's McCown. Got his man. Turning it on. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Glover. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going back.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They punted away on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The run to the left. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Ware. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quick.
There he goes! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Black Knights want to move quickly. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Black Knights are threatening on 1st and goal. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Army!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air, it's Reynolds. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the 4th quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
Wants to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snags it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it behind the line. It's Landry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? It's complete on the right side. They will score! Touchdown, Black Knights!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. And the Broncos are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Broncos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Army! A great catch and run for 6.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit.
And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many...
Tight end trying to get in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in.
Just keeps moving. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a